Howdy folks, welcome to Hwy929 iRacing Week 6, Season 3 in 2024. This week we're racing the Formula Ford 1600s at Hungaroring in Hungary. This is a relatively new track being built in the 80s and holding the first ever Formula 1 race in Eastern Europe in 1986. The really cool thing about this week's race is that Formula 1 is also racing there this week, so I get to watch the world's best tackle of track before my meager attempts. It's great when real life syncs up with TV. The layout is 2.72 miles in length with 14 turns. I've raced on this track a few times and enjoy it. It has several fun and challenging corners which I'll point out during the race. I had a decent qualifier and got a front row P2 starting position. It'll be nice not having to worry about people crashing in front of me. On the other hand, I'll be keeping an eye out on the mirrors for people overshooting the first couple turns and trying to hit me from behind. Hope you enjoy.
Get ready to
Alright
race.
folks, wish me luck. Here we go.
Green.
Alright, and looks like March and some other people spun their tires. They don't have a dual clutch setup, so that allowed me to get up in the first place and get a decent lead. Feels nice not having to worry. Ooh, yeah, and there's a couple people spun out.
That looked intentional.
Don't know if it was intentional or not, but ruined a couple people's races. But yeah, great start. Didn't even have to worry about people hitting me in the first couple turns. Got a nice little battle behind me between March and Matthew and Flacco. And even Rick isn't too far behind. I usually take it slow the first couple turns. Make sure I don't make mistakes. Tires are cold. Yeah, that curb right there can be bad. So I'm not going full speed right now. Trying to take it fairly easy. Staying on track, maintaining a lead. Yeah, I could probably run out a little bit wider like Marchin did, but don't screw up on the chicane. Second place has a pretty decent battle going between the three of them. And right now it looks like I have about a half a second lead. People battling behind me are slowing each other down. Makes it much nicer for me. I was real slow in that turn. Allowed them to catch back up. We're headed on the main straight. Gotta make sure I get a good run. They are within drafting distance, so I have to worry about that a little bit.
4.314. You are the leader. Time to shake and bake.
Alright, we made it past the first lap. And here we have Matthew and Marchin battling.
You're clear.
And Matthew went a little bit wide. Gave the position to Flacco. Good battle for a P2 right now between Marchin, Flacco, and Matthew. And I have about a 0.3 tenths lead on it, 0.3 of a second. I see Marchin kind of going wide there. Flacco is making a move on Marchin. Trying to.
We're on track.
Yep, and I'm going wide. Just trying to maintain my lead. Not the cleanest lap. A little bit nervous right now with three cars right behind me. Hoping they'll battle each other and kind of leave me out of it. Alright, went through the chicane decently. Heading into turn 8. And then 9. And oh, there goes Matthew, spun out. So Matthew's out of it. That leaves the race for second between Marchin and Flacco.
Track limit, 2 off tracks.
And I'm still have about half a second lead. Oh, a nice pass by Flacco or Marchin in that turn. And Martin's kind of losing rear end around there. And let's see, behind them we have Rick in the blue car and Mark in the yellow car.
New fastest lap time, 1 minute 57.6.
Pretty good racing, and looks like Mark passed Rick down the straightaway.
0.029.
So I'm still in the lead with a 8/10 lead over Flacco. Flacco currently has the fast lap with a 157.5. Then we have Martin in the green car. Then Mark in the yellow car, followed by Rick in the blue car. I'm pulling out a nice lead, a little over a second. Not sure if I'm just running faster or if they're going slow because they're having to battle each other. Maybe both, I hope. And Martin got past Flacco. Definitely some good racing back there. Mark is starting to get into play. He's coming up quickly. Ooh, and Martin's way off road. And he's going to get lots of incidents off that. Here we're approaching turn number 12. Yeah, sometimes I go through this at first, sometimes the second. I'm not quite sure which is the quickest. Get a smooth turn around here, accelerate, and then hit turn 14 to get onto the straight. I have a 1.3 second lead, so drafting. Don't have to worry about that.
56.702. You just hit the fastest lap.
All right, and I just set the fastest lap. Got purple time, 156.7.
1 minute 56.7.
I'm pretty happy. And I have a 1.5 second lead over Martin. Ooh, and Flacco tried making a move and spun out.
On your left.
Yeah, he tried passing me outside, which is usually not a good idea. And that allowed Mark to go past him. And we're starting to get into some traffic here. Got Rob right behind me in a blue and yellow car. Let's see how Martin passes him. All right, Rob does the right thing, lets him by easily. And I have a 2-second lead over Martin in the green car. And then Mark has gotten into play. He's got the yellow car back there.
There's an incident behind.
Flacco is now battling out with Rick. Ooh, and Martin messed up. Martin spun, and he fell way back. And Flacco's having to deal with traffic. So current order is me and P1. Then we have Mark in the yellow car, 5.3 seconds behind me. Nice little gap I have. I'm happy with that. I'm glad all these people have been battling each other, slowing themselves down. And behind Mark, we have Flacco in the red car, followed by Rick in the blue car. Rick is back into it. And then Martin. And so Flacco, Rick, and Martin are all battling for P3. And Mark is getting a nice lead over them, and he's in P2 currently.
.025.
Not a bad time. About 3/10 slower than my fast lap, but I'm happy with that. And I still have over 5-second gap to Mark. And Martin is battling Rick. He's kind of all over the road. Made the pass, but Rick's coming back on the inside. Martin went way too wide. Let's see how they come down this turn. Looks like Martin has the inside. Should end up taking the lead unless he messes up. And yep, he got a nice clean pass over Rick. So yeah, battling for third place right now. We have Flacco, Martin, and Rick. You can see them in the top. That's where all the action is at. I'm still 4.5 seconds ahead of Mark. who's in P2, and he has about 3 seconds ahead of third place. So it's me in the lead, followed by Mark, and then a decent battle for third.
Track limits now at off track.
And I got another track limit. That's 3. Still not too bad. I won't be gaining any safety rating, but at least I'm maintaining my lead. Alright, who's in third? We have Flacco, Marchin, and Rick. And Flacco and Marchin are drag racing each other. Marchin's on the inside, and he does not make the pass. Flacco's still in the lead. Marchin's trying inside on the other turn. Way on the inside.
Projecting P1 at the end of the race.
10 minutes to go. We're in podium position. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 56.118.
Marchin and Flacco are drag racing down the straight. Marchin has the inside turn, and he got the lead. In the meantime, P2 Mark just set the fastest lap with a 156.1, and he's still 4.3 seconds behind me. Yeah, battle for third is where all the action's at. Me and Mark are pretty boring right now. Alright, let's see if Flacco can do anything against Marchin.
5 laps remaining.
5 laps, so we're 3/4 through the race. I still have a 4-second lead. Marchin and Flacco is going through the chicane up above. And Flacco spins out. Oh, nice 360 of him, but kind of an illegal entry. So that takes him out of the running. And so yeah, we have Marchin with a nice position in third place now. Rick in fourth, and Flacco's in fifth. So going back to the lead, which is me. I have a 4-second gap over Mark. Mark on the last lap set the fastest time of a 156.1. That's about half a second quicker than me. Makes me a little bit nervous when a person behind me is half a second quicker. And I think we have about 5 or so laps left.
56.454. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Nice, I just set my personal fast lap. So now Mark is only about 3/10 faster than me. Gives me a little bit of peace of mind.
Yet another quicker time. 1 minute 56.454.
And I'm still keeping him about 4 seconds behind. So yeah, turn number 2 right there, wide sweeper. You gotta hit that right in order to not blow turn number 3, so you can get a good drive here. And here, turn number 4, and left-hander, you gotta make sure you don't hit the curb on the inside, or else it'll push you out way too far. And that was done nicely. Then hit the brakes and get a second. And maintain your speed up here. Got a little bit of straight before hitting the chicane. And right at the stripes, shift down to the second and the first. Go through chicane, go in the second. You got a couple of second gear turns. Just barely need to lift the brakes in order to get the car to rotate. Nicely done. And then you shift up into third. And you have a pair of third gear turns.
3 more starts about your entrance.
And this one here, you gotta make sure you don't rotate too far. Very easy spin. A little bit of straightaway, heading into turn number 12. Slamming the brakes, and then go into either second or first gear. Then a second gear turn through 13. And then make sure you get some speed up to 14. And this is really important. Hit the apex and get a good drive out of this turn so you can head down the straight. And you see from the Mark's top cam view, he has me in the sights. I still have a 3.5 second gap. P3 is way behind. They're no longer a factor. So the only thing on my mind right now is turning some nice clean laps, not make mistakes.
Front. I don't know where to go.
And we have a yellow. We have a yellow. What's going on?
Got a slow one.
On the inside. All right, and a nice
Left
entry.
side. Clear.
Good job, Justin.
Green flag.
But it did slow me down. I hit the brakes, and I don't think Mark did, but he just made up about a second on me. I would much rather go slow through wrecks than hit something and have to go to the pits. But yeah, that definitely hurt my time. I now have a 2.5 second lead, 2.3 seconds.
The car in P7 just hit the fastest lap. 56.038.
Yeah, it's got to drive cleanly, hit all my corners, don't make mistakes. And
5 minutes to go.
all right, 5 minutes, that's 3/4 of the race. We're almost there. About maybe 3 laps or so left to go. And I got a 2.5 second gap. Feel fairly confident with that. I probably could have gone wider on that. Went fairly slow. And you can see in the top panel how close Mark is to me. And I can definitely see him in my rearview mirrors.
57.763.
Yeah, went on the inside a little bit too much. Get up on a curb and you start spinning tires, you can't get a good drive out of it. Still got a 2.2 second gap. Yeah, this turn gets kind of slippery. That was nice and clean. Got a good drive out of turn 3. I gotta make sure I don't hit the inside curb here. Or not hit it too badly. Hit the brakes a little bit and lift it. And I'm getting set for a chicane. Nice day, big crowd out there on the left. And slam on the brakes. Hit the chicane. Alright, no off track. And you can see in the top helicopter view the distance between Mark and me. He's brought it down to 2 seconds. I got an off track that time though. Gotta avoid those mistakes. And that one. Wow, that wasn't an off track. I would have assumed that was. iRacing is really weird like that. I'm guessing we have maybe 2 laps left.
Auto fuel is 0.052.
We're 17 minutes into a 20-minute race, 17.5 minutes. Head down straightaway. And it's still a 2.2 second gap.
56.583.
Not my fastest time, but pretty close. And then there you can see Mark's cockpit view. With me up front, entering a turn. I gained a little bit of time on him down the straight. Gonna make sure I make this corner clean. And kind of slow, could have used way more of the track. And it showed because Mark is down at 1.9. That's definitely one of my slower turns. Slow but safe.
Track limit.
Yep, another off track. Yeah, we got the chopper view up on top. Going through chicane. And he's narrowed the gap down to about 1.5 seconds.
but just keep an eye on that fuel pressure light for me.
Yeah, I've calculated fuel pretty low. Should be on fumes by the time I finish. 1.2 second gap. Starting to get nervous. I'm more nervous now than I was the first lap. Can I maintain my P1? It's been years since I got a P1. I think it was Skippy, probably like 3 years ago when I used to win now and then.
Oh, baby, give me one good lap. We'll be spraying some champagne.
Last lap.
Ready for that champagne. White lap. White flag. Oh yeah, Mark gained 9 positions from where he started. Good for him.
7, 9.
Glad we don't have our time because I know he'd definitely be passing me. Cool camera view up there. Alright, last time through these turns. Turn number 2. Make sure I don't slide. Nice easy rotation. Try to rotate too much with the brakes. Spin out. Get a good drive through this turn. Alright, that was clean. And he's almost, he's down to 1 second behind me. Don't hit this curb. That was good. Second gear through here. Get a good drive going to chicane.
The car in P6 just hit the fastest lap. 56.035.
And he's less than 1 second behind me now. 8 tenths. Those are the second gear turns. Now we're hitting the third gear turns.
Bring her on a pit this time. Pit this time. Wave them off, dog.
So got 1 second lead. 7 tenths. It's going to be kind of hard to pass through here. So I was going to make sure I don't screw up. Ooh, had to make a correction there. That was scary. Yeah, definitely going to take it safe last couple turns. I don't think he's going to be able to drag race me down as long as I get a good drive out of this turn right here. See a checkered flag, hit the apex, and here we go. And that's it.
Yeah, that was intense, okay.
And we have a win. Woohoo!
Well
First
done,
place.
Buddy. Did a great job today. Thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, it's been a while since I got first place.
Pit crew.
Very happy with that.
Together there, guys. Good work. Proud of you all.
Alright, started P2 and finished in first place. That's the first time I finished in first in years, I think. Even though I got 5 incidents, got a increase in my safety rating, not much, but every bit counts. And my iRating went way up, 81 points to 1459. That's the highest it's been in quite a while. And yeah, overall good race. All the action was behind me, as you can tell from the commentary throughout the race. It was a pretty good battle for P2 and then P3 between Flacco and Rick and Mark and them, and then Marchin, and then eventually Mark caught up, and congratulations to him. He did a fantastic job catching up and kind of fought me for first place at the very end. And if there was a couple more laps, I'm guessing he probably would have passed. So, yay for me.